Um, I know this is a different type of video, but um, like I know because normally I would just do game videos and etc. But there's actually a story. I don't know. I need to tell you guys this. So actually, um, and I need to open up to you guys because I feel like you all should know what's actually going on. And the only reason why I'm filming this is because this is something that has happened to me and I'm risking it for my own friendship. And it's just like, I don't know, but like, so, me, I was, doing like these little like notes things about my friend. Um, and him, like, I was just passing and giving it to him. And then that day, the last day before spring break started, on March 10th, I told her that they were about her, and then she was like, "Oh, what were those notes about?" And then she messaged me. She after fourth period ended, she messaged me about it. She kept blowing up my phone, and I'm like, okay, you know. But if she had like given me time to figure out a way to tell her, then I was like, tell her. And actually, the point of this is that I actually told her the truth today. Um, because I was not going to do it when she was out because she was out for that whole 1 week. So that's why. Um, so I was actually like trying to figure out a way to tell her, and today I thought of it, and then she was, she was all. But here's the thing. When I told her today, I'm like, the whole point of me doing the notes is that I was just trying to be your friend before winter break and etc. And obviously, you know, I told her and she's like, oh, well, you were just trying to say that so you can become friends now. And in my head, I knew that notes was a bad idea. And I should have told her myself to, like, I should have went and got up to her and be like, oh, hey, do you want to be friends? And etc. So I just felt like, this is something that you all really need to know because now I don't know what is going to happen, like, I told her today, so she hasn't said anything yet. But I know for a fact that last time, 3 days after it, she was, or 1 week later, she's gonna start talking to me again nicely. Um, because that's what she did last time. Because last time she got annoyed with me, um, like looking at her. She was the one looking at me multiple times in fourth period. So she got annoyed with me looking at her back. I'm like, okay. And then that 3 days later, she was starting to talk to me nicely. Because when I walked into class, she was like, oh, I don't know what this is. Do you guys know? I'm like, I don't know what it is. And then, because we had a sub that day, when she started talking to me again nicely. Um, and then I was like, okay, I don't know what this is. And then ever since then, she's been talking to me nicely. But now I just have to tell her that because was it worth it me keeping a secret from her or just me telling her? Because I feel like it's better for me to tell her about like what is going on, etc. Because this whole thing it been on me, um, you know, yeah. So I just feel like because okay, the only at that time I did not have her number. Okay, um, the only she gave me her number actually um, in February 28th, that time, because she wanted to receive updates about fourth period. And yeah, so she asked me or my friend, because like that day, February 28th of 2023, Tuesday, she was like, oh, around like 10:30, she's like, oh, I'll need one of y'all's contact numbers. And then contact numbers, phone numbers. And she's like, and then she thought about it for those 32 minutes we were in class, for the 30 minutes. And then she was like, oh, I'll need one of y'all's contacts. So then I gave her mine because I go to school every day and especially my friend Ruben over here, him did not come to school from March 6th to the 9th. He did come to school on the 9th, so he abandoned me for 3 days. And I told him 1 week before she was gone on vacation, I told him, don't even think about abandoning me for that 1 week. And he did. Okay. But it was actually for a reason. Because for a second, I thought, okay, Monday, because he's usually out for like a day, for like one day, and the next day, and he comes. So then it's like, you know, okay, he comes, and then that's it, like, then he comes, and then we're all good. But, and then the next day, I thought, okay, on Tuesday, March 7th, I'm like, okay, he's probably, something's going on, or I was not trying to think of I was not trying to think of it too much. So then I was like, okay, he probably um was still not feeling good either. And then Wednesday, March 8th, I was like, okay, because usually on that day we had a certification test for Adobe Illustrator. That apparently did not happen because the licenses for Adobe Illustrator was not getting thing to the was not getting to the testing proctor, so then it had to be canceled. So then they rescheduled it for Friday, March 10th. Obviously, I did not do it that day because it was the last day and I was not going to stress myself. And before spring break, and obviously, thank God he did not miss his certification test. So there's a reattempt next week, Wednesday, March 29th and March 30th. March 29th is an early day, so I'm probably gonna do that too, because um, so I mean, it technically could depend on what is there, because in the end, sometimes this is like kind of hard, and normally, he wouldn't be out for 2 days. He would only be out for 2 days if he was going on vacation, blah blah blah. But for this, he did it for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then Thursday he came when she was there. So I was like, okay, wow, okay. And then he tried to run, like when I met up with him on Thursday, with March 9th, he he's like he was trying to go. I'm like, I grabbed him. I'm like, no, you're going to fourth period with me because this is what he got for like leaving, like banning me. And she knew that. I told her. I literally messaged her. I'm like, this boy literally abandoned me for 3 days and blah blah blah. Each day that he was not there for those, so Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I text her. I'm like, this boy really abandoned me again. And okay, this is something that I was going to tell her, when she was coming back, but I did not want to stress it out on her. So then I just told her on the last day, and then now I don't know, but if because this, I don't know, if y'all know this, but he, the Nazi sign. I don't know if you pronounce it, but I'm gonna say it anyways to tell you guys. But this boy, with the Nazi signs, that day on the last day, March 10th of 2023, um, March 10th of 2023, Friday, the last day before spring break, before the spring break really starts at 2:20. This boy really was looking up Nazi signs on Google on a school computer, and like on the computer. I'm like, boy, she can see that because I sit in the same row as him. I just sit in the back, he sits in the front, and she sits by the door. So then I'm like, okay, bro, she can see that. And he's like, yeah. So then that afternoon after school, I'm like, yo, are you good? Like I text her, I'm like, are you good? And then she said, oh, yeah. She was like, okay. She was replied 8 minutes later. She's like, it's fine. And then she was telling me, oh, she was annoyed. She's like, oh, I'm not. She's like, I'm not mad. I'm severely annoyed And I'm like, about what? And she said, the Nazi signs and the notes. The notes, okay, they were just only me trying to pass to him about me being her friend before winter break. And I was going to go to school on December 16th of 2022, last day, before winter break starts. But then I was like, no, because in that day, I was going to ask her to be my friend and go straight up forward and tell her in person. But then I didn't want to go to school because what's the whole point of going to school for that 2 months when we're not going to do anything? So then I did not go. Um, so my plan backfired on myself. Like the plan backfired on me, and it was something that I really like. I was trying to, get. But then when we came back to school, I was like, really? Should I just go confirm with her? But then, you know, because with because it's gonna be a little. That's why I was trying to take my time and like try to become friends because in the end, it was gonna be a little bit awkward if I just asked her in class and etc. So then, but I'm a little confused because she gave me her number, but that's not something of. Because if you're not friends with someone, that doesn't make any sense for you to give them the number. Because you should only give a friend a number if you're friends with them, not just like don't even give them like just not even give the number. I mean, okay, if it's for a reason and you're not friends with them, then okay, then you know, then all right, then that can be settled in. But that was kind of weird. But hey, I have a feeling these next 3 days, when she's completely over it, um, she's gonna end up talking to me again nicely. But because that's what she did last time, and I feel like I, she was just, you know, being a little bit crazy because not not like that, but I was just trying to tell her the truth, and then this boy again, he did not tell her because hold on, let me think. Shit, what the heck is that? Okay, so on the last day, okay, Dad, I don't get it. What's wrong with people? Like, like, this is what she did not exactly do. Because if she knew she was feeling some type of way and things that were getting her annoyed, then why couldn't she just say it? That's what I told my friend Ruben today. I'm like, bro, if she knew that him doing the Nazi signs, um, was getting her annoyed, and I don't know. And he was like, I said, bro, you doing the Nazi signs is getting her annoyed. And he's like, oh, how was I getting her annoyed? I'm like, well, bro, what did you do on the last day of March 10th, 2023? And he's like, oh, well, I was looking up Nazi signs on Google. And I'm like, yes, exactly. So, and you did it. And I was like, bro, you did it when she was right there. I told you not to do it. And he's like, yeah, well, etc. And then blah blah. So I'm like, okay. He's like, oh, how is that making her annoyed? I'm like, bro, did you not see what you just did? And I'm like, bro, if she was annoyed, if she was like that was making her feel annoyed, I don't know why she didn't say anything to me or him. It's not like we would have been. It's not like we would have gotten mad or anything. We would have understood what she was going to be saying, and we would have understand what was going to happen, but she did not um, say how she was going to feel because I know for a fact that one day or another he's going to be like, okay, this and that. But here's the thing: in the end, she should have just said something to me and him, like said something like, okay, this and that, because you can't just keep a secret like that, like because I was wanting to know how she was feel because that day I knew she felt some type of way, but I didn't want to bother into her because she was already upset and I was just gonna make it worse, and I did not want to because it was the last day and she was really doing whatever she wanted, and I just felt like I needed to just rethink myself and just do whatever. But I have a feeling next week she's gonna end up, or maybe this week, probably this week, she's gonna end up talking to me again nice because I feel like this is something that this girl will do because that's what she did last time, and I know for a fact she will obviously do it again. So it's nothing like that. I'm not saying anything worse, but I'm not gonna be out calling her name or anything on this video because I don't want anything to happen between us. But I did say my friend's name, but who cares? I'd be kidding. So yes, this boy, I told him, even I told him too, I'm like, bro, if you don't stop with the Nazi signs, I'm not gonna be your friend anymore. He's like, and he pulled up because it's actually his history teacher. He's like, as his history teacher, I don't know really. He showed, bro. I cannot tell you guys, but this boy showed me a document, an assignment that his teacher created for world history, and it's about the Nazi sign. They were watching a movie about it, and it's technically on World War II and World War One. But here's the thing: it has the Nazi sign in the movie and in like part of the assignment. He's like, "Yo, it's not me. It's not me." I'm like, "Yeah, no, it's not you. It's definitely your teacher." um, so I told him like, "What is wrong with your teacher?" He knows like he could get in trouble for that because every teacher should know that by now. And technically, it's like kind of crazy, but at the same time, I'm like kind of forfeiting this because I don't know what's gonna happen. Because I already tried avoiding her once. That time when I told her, and she was like not okay. But yeah, because this morning I actually saw her. She sees me every morning. So which is no biggie, but still, one day or another, I will hopefully see what she's gonna say. But honestly, today, because fourth period is low key crazy because we have annoying people in that class, like chit chat all the time. Don't do their work and not let other people do their work. So me, I'm not gonna say the name too, but I one annoying person in front of me, and then I have another one on the other, like next to the right side of me. So it's like crazy. So yeah, yeah, but that's all. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.